A U.S. Navy submarine sunk an Iranian warship, which I thought was funny when they put this video out, because weren't we told 2 days ago that the whole Iranian Navy was sunk? I mean, I'm sure most of it has been. I wouldn't be surprised. But again, the fog of war. We've had the Iranians say they launched an attack at the Abraham Lincoln aircraft carrier. And the U.S. outright denied it, said, you didn't come close, which tells me they came close. Although I've seen a report that they've had to move the aircraft carrier further out of the region, so I doubt that it's been hit. There's also a report that the Iranians are claiming they've struck an American destroyer, which may or may not be true. There's a couple that have been in the Gulf. I don't know if they're still in there, though, because updated shipping reports do not include U.S. Navy positions after last week, at least. The ones I'm looking at don't. So they may be left the Gulf. We don't know. There's the U.S. Fifth Fleet that's stationed there. I don't know what they have in the area. Of course, I find the war horrific. That's a legitimate military target, though. So, I mean, fair's fair. We're in a shooting war. Fair's fair. You hit an Iranian ship, you hit an Iranian ship. And, I mean, they sure hit the shit out of it. That's the first time a U.S. submarine has sunk an opposing enemy in combat since World War II. We are in some very interesting times right now. Good-looking ship, although I expect it'll be hitting the bottom of the seabed after a strike like that. Out in Indian Ocean in international waters. But again, you're two nations at conflict, so I mean, I have no critique of it. Like, it's like, whoa, this is wrong. No, I mean, that's a fair strike. It's quite a video too, quite a strike. Now, I'd just like to see, are the Iranians lying about their attacks on U.S. ships? I think they have the technology to do it. So there's that. What we'll be looking for over the next few days is if any U.S. destroyers suddenly come out of the region to go for normal maintenance. It may indicate that some level of damage was indeed occurred. Of course, having debris rain on you isn't quite the same as getting struck outright by a missile. So whatever the level of that is, maybe the Iranians are correct. Maybe they're... it's the fog of war, friends. It's the fog of war. But here's a cool video that shows what a submarine torpedo launch strike should look like from one of these U.S. torpedoes. And the weapon in question uses the Mark 48, the heavy torpedo. It's got like 650 pounds of explosives in it. You can see some maintenance on the Mark 48 in 1982. They've been using this one a long time, and they haven't had to use it for a long, long time. So if you want to go look up the Mark 48 torpedo. And Canadians were not the only ones to use this. This is actually Australian footage. That's an Australian Mark 48. Canada also has them in the Royal Canadian Navy inventory. So that might make you feel better if we had a submarine that could actually be trusted to go out there and be used. We are definitely living through some interesting times, friends. Join my channel, Joey Only Show, on YouTube, or Joey Only Care Every Weather Dude, YouTube, and follow me on Facebook. Thanks, friends.